So within this period, it's very important that we get out there and we start to purify water. We filtrate water, we boil water, or we chemically treat water to make it suitable for us to actually drink. Okay, so the next skill we have to perform is to collect water. 4 days without water, so we have to get on to that as soon as we can. And there are many skills within this overall kind of chapter of the Rule of 4 to get water. And the one we're going to perform is actually just use basic filtration using a filtration bag. I'm trying to get the turbidity out of the water, so I'm trying to get the bits that float around in the water out. If there was any soil in here, any leaves, I can filtrate them out. I'll end up with a clear water that comes through the bag here. Then I can take my mug away here and boil up the water that's in there. All I need to do with this clean water here is bring it to the boil and then let it cool off, and then it's safe to drink. The first task is I have to wet the bag here, just to get it moist. Then I can actually fill it up. I'm going to hold this up and just let an inch or so of water flow through, and this will clean any debris off the outside of the bag itself. Now the water we actually started to scoop up there was quite cloudy because we disturbed the bottom there. Okay, it's good enough now to hold over. It's better if I can hang this onto a tree and just let this drip in, and then I can go off and accomplish something else around the camp, like improving my shelter, keeping the fire going. But this will flow through, and it will flow through quite quickly. So I think we'll take this off to the camp. We'll let the mug fill up there, and then we can boil the water in that mug just to make sure it's ultra safe to drink.
Now, another method you might be find yourself using is the bow drill. Now, this is a technique I perfected for myself anyhow on the West Coast, and that's why I've got a couple materials from there. This is just a seashell. I just gathered some moss and a little bit of pine resin or spruce resin and this tissue I had, and we'll see what kind of fire I can get going. But we're gonna get Dave to show us the proper way.
My initial step is to kind of bed the spindle in here, get some smoking going. What I do like to tell students is if they've reached this stage in the game of survival, they've probably messed up in a few other areas, like forgetting their lighters, matches, and things of that nature. Placing my foot very close to where I'm doing the drilling. My hand is wrapping around my left leg here, pushed into my shin. I can push down with my knee to apply pressure. I have nothing in the way of my bow, and I'm getting my thumb in here on the string so I can actually add some tension. And here I'm getting the smoke. I've created a nice darkened area here. Now I need to cut a slot in the side here that goes to the center of the hole. Slowly whittle this out with a knife. And flip out this piece in the center. I'm going to clean this up a little bit with the blade. There's my slot. Take it in a bit further towards the center of the hole, not too far though. keep going until I get a ton of smoke coming up and a reasonable pile of ash that's built up here. Take this off. I'm going to get a continuous column of smoke, which I have here. That's good. I can take this and just knock that in. And that kind of pushes warm air in, keeps it going. I'm taking a stick. Knock that ash in. I'll just get my hat out. It's going quite nicely. Smoke constantly coming from it. Take this over. We have fire. Now, once you've done that water, you've hopefully got a fire going, you've got a shelter going, and with the water, you're now in a position where you can actually survive up to 40 days without food. So really, you should be considering the fact here that everything you do slowly, move slowly. You're trying to conserve calories.